Well, good evening. Early this morning, South Dakota issued the first ever Amber Alert in the city of Sioux Falls.
2 people went into an apartment with a gun last night and left with a 1-year-old child. The investigation involves a complicated custody situation and was resolved in less than 24 hours. Tonight, the baby is safe and multiple people face charges.
While it was the city's first Amber Alert, it isn't the city's first kidnapping involving a child. KELOLAND's Sydney Hoyer explains why some cases require an Amber Alert and others do not.
Around 2 o'clock this morning, an Amber Alert went out for a missing 1-year-old. The child was taken from a Sioux Falls apartment after 9 last night, which left people wondering why it took 5 hours for the alert to go out.
So anytime we have an abduction or a kidnapping case that involves a child, the first thing we're doing is looking at that criteria. And if we find that meets that criteria for an Amber Alert, then we're going to do everything we can to get that issued as soon as possible. It's not as fast of a process that everybody thinks it is.
That criteria includes multiple steps. First, law enforcement must confirm that a child has been abducted. Next, and most importantly, they determine if the victim is in imminent danger. If they are, then the process to put out an Amber Alert begins. Authorities need a description of the child and their abductor, as well as a description of what vehicle they may be in. From there, it's in the hands of the state.
There's going to be a lot of communication back and forth while we're working through that. Once all of those criteria, all those blanks are filled in, basically, the state then can issue that Amber Alert, and that's done on their end.
And so our division director, assistant directors, myself we have 5 different people who can make that decision. And we just do that to be really redundant, since it could happen, any day or anytime, day or night, so that we're not left without somebody to make that decision. Once we make the decision, it involves several state agencies.
In the case of an alleged abduction earlier this month, officials determined that because Betty Cross had custody of the child, they knew the child was being taken care of. In the latest case, the abductors did not have custody and also threatened use of a gun. In Sioux Falls, Sydney Hoyer, KELOLAND News.